Hi, everybody. David Brewer back here with you one last time for 2019 Health and Fitness Month. I'm talking about healthy things in the workplace, and this one we'll talk about healthy work relationships. What do you do when your team is not really functioning like a well-oiled machine? What do you do when your workplace, which you hope to think of as a family, is acting more like a dysfunctional family than a healthy family? And I just want to say two things here. First and foremost, that at the World Ministry Center, there's a great blessing because everybody in the building is working hard to follow Jesus, to do their job well, to think about how to do their job better. And usually, we're not trying to be obstacles for each other, right? We're trying to work together in a way that builds the kingdom and serves the church. So that's the first thing, is we recognize that, wow, we actually have a really good work environment already. Many of us may have worked in other work environments that were not very healthy. And so it's a great improvement to come here and recognize, oh, I can be myself, and I can work hard, and I can ask you questions, and we can work together well. Second thing, though, is there are times, even when we're all trying our best, there are times that we're going to come into conflict. Our deadlines don't match up, our priorities don't match up, the way we want to do things doesn't match up. There are personalities that we don't just jive with naturally sometimes. So, what do we do in those situations? I want to encourage you to remember a couple of weeks ago in the Lunch and Learn, we talked about this idea of being in the box and out of the box. It comes from a book called Leadership and Self-Deception. Highly recommend the book. And Jesus is all over this book. What it talks about is being in the box means I have an image of myself. I am smart, I'm efficient, I am kingdom minded, I am whatever. They could be positive images, they could be negative images. Maybe I do negative self talk where I view myself as dumb or I'm not as good as that other person. But I carry that image around with me. That's how I want people to see me, that's how I see myself. I also have a box, an image of you. And so I see you a certain way and I see myself a certain way. And as I walk around, my box bumps into your box. And often what happens is we reinforce these negative images of ourselves and of each other, or these extra positive images of ourselves and each other. Well, what the book talks about is the way to get out of that is to be like Jesus and to not see people as these images, as these labels, right? So when I look at you, primarily, I'm not going to see you as a writer or a missionary or an admin or a whatever. I'm also not going to see you primarily as smart or efficient or dumb or an obstacle. What I'm going to see you as is a person made in the image of God. You have your own hopes and dreams and plans and desires. You have your own hang-ups and issues, just like we all do. But, as somebody once said, your enemy may become your friend if you let him be who he really is. So when I interact with you then, whether you're in my department or you're somewhere else in the building, whether we interact a lot or a little, what I'm going to do first and foremost is think, okay, this is a person. This is somebody made in the image of God. This is somebody Jesus loves and is working for his kingdom. Now, how together can we work in such a way that we honor each other and move the kingdom forward? That's the main thing, is to think about people as people. If you're on my team, you're another person on my team, and together we're going to attack whatever the issues are, whether it's system conversion issues, whether it's paperwork issues, whether it's whatever it is, we're going to attack it together because we are on the same team. I want to understand you. I want to learn about your issues and your skills, the blessing of knowing you and working with you, and some things that might be difficult for us to work through. I want to learn about those things, and I do that first by seeing you as a person. By doing that, then we also contribute not only to our own team, but to the whole culture in the building that says we honor people, we receive people as gifts from God, as people made in the image of God. And now I can be honest. Like, I can tell you there are things about your behavior or about this project that are really frustrating to me, but I'm not attacking you for it. I'm just saying, this is my experience. This is what I'm going through. And I invite you to do the same to me, to tell me, you know what, there are particular behaviors that are really hard for me to deal with. Okay, I see you as a person. Maybe it's a habit for you, but to me it comes across this way. Oh, okay, I didn't know that was a habit for you. Or maybe I'm defensive at first. But if you keep approaching me as a person rather than as an obstacle or a resource, you approach me as a person, then I can bring my whole personhood to you. We can step out of our boxes and we can relate to each other the way God intended. That's how we can build a healthy team. That's how we can be a healthy family. I pray that today you'll step out of the box. You'll invite others to step out of the box, and that you'll see, as days go by, more and more health in our family and on our teams. May the Lord bless you as you do this work. Thanks so much.